a course creator, ed tech specialist, and I love the techie stuff. I'm going to be teaching you how to automate your business today because pretty much 75% of the stuff that most of us do in our businesses can be automated. So I don't know how many people are looking forward to getting about 5 hours a day back in their lives. Like, hands up, who's up for that? This really can be done with tech and automation. A lot of us are paying staff to do things that we could be doing with technology. We're wasting time doing things that technology could be doing for us. I am Sarah Cordner. I'm Female Entrepreneur of the Year 2023 for the Titan Awards. I'm also Female Entrepreneur for Australia, Asia and Pacific in the Stevie Awards, a number of others. I also am the founder and CEO of Techmatics, which in its first year operation has just had a formal market valuation of $15 million. And I do that from my spare bedroom, usually in my bare feet with my 2 little kids running around. So as I stand here in my extra glitter today and my definite extra personality, I do want to hopefully inspire you guys today that all you need to take your business from wherever it is right now to the next level is sheer grit, determination, commitment and dedication. And actually it's the tiny things we do, the tiny steps, and some of these tiny ones are going to be the things I'm going to show you today that do compound over time to get you these big results. Nobody wakes up in the morning with 10,000 followers on their socials or 1,000 people on their email lists or a $15 million company, right? These things come via doing tiny things all day long. So just to let you guys know, these slides are available to you to download. If you do a little scan on here, there'll be a little form to fill in and you will be sent the slides from today's presentation. So do go and pop that in. This is an amazing GIF that I made this morning to just, I think, illustrate how we all feel most of the time in our business. One of the things I've just said is how much time we can be saving, and time is money. It is the only thing we can't get back. And if you were to save up to 7 hours per day of your own time or your staff's time, you're going to be saving 1,820 hours a year. Now, I don't know what your consulting rate is or what your service rate is or how much you're paying your staff, but if you times your hourly rate by 1,820, that's how much money you could be saving by implementing tech. So here is the first way that you can dramatically save yourself time and make way more sales immediately within a couple of minutes. And that is by turning on an AI bot assistant. Does anyone have one operating in their business at the moment? A couple of you. Nice one, Jackies. Nice work. An AI bot assistant basically responds to all of your inquiries for you. And if you're using the AI bot assistant in Techmatics, this is set up within 2 or 3 minutes. So you don't have to be techie. In fact, I will declare right now, you can be as tech savvy as a potato, and this is going to work for you, okay? I promise. So all you're going to do inside Techmatics is you go into your conversation AI section, and you'll see up here, it's not very clear, I'm afraid, but you simply drop in your website URL into this little box that we've made for you. You pop your website URL in there, it will scan your entire website in seconds, and will learn everything about your entire business. No week-long induction, staff training, no more holidays, no more I forgot what I'm doing, brain fog, got a hangover from going out last night, boss. Nope, this is going to work 24 hours a day within seconds. All you then do is turn it on. There's an on button, and it will respond to all incoming inquiries from your Facebook Messenger, your Instagram Messenger, SMSs, your Google Business Profile. Anyone who messages you on any of those platforms, your bot is going to reply for you, have an actual real conversation with them, answer their questions, and get this, book them into appointments for you too. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. Seriously, that alone, this has saved my staff so much time and me so much time. So this is incredible. You can also customize it here. So you have customized responses. So you have these little Q&A questions up here. So if you've got really specific, frequently asked questions that come up all the time, how much is this product? How much is that service? When are you available to come and give me a quote on my pool installation? Do you do light bulbs? This thing here will be able to give your pricing, send them to certain pages on your website, certain product pages, certain service prices. It can send them to your quote request form if they need to get a quote from you, send them to your calendar if they need to have a chat with you, whether that's a paid appointment or a free discovery call. Isn't that amazing? Who wants some of that? Yes, please. So I don't know how much time you guys spend answering emails and going through the messengers, but that's already going to save you that much time per day. All right, the next way that you can automate your business and save yourself loads of time and make loads of money, yes, please, is doing something called an activation email. How many of you are doing email marketing? Oh, we've got some work to do in this room. All right. Now, how many of you have an email marketing platform at least? Oh, yeah, cool, okay. A couple of gold stars in the room. How many of you just have a database or a list of contacts somewhere? If I said to you, where are all your contacts, whether it's in your phone or on a spreadsheet, have you at least got a database? What I challenge you guys to do is to get that email list and start communicating with them. Anyone who is depending on just the phone ringing or word of mouth or a social media platform, God forbid, has an extremely high-risk business. Because if that social media platform went down, or your mate Dave, who recommends you all the time, God forbid, isn't around to recommend you anymore, or if for any reason your Google profile goes down, how are you going to communicate with people? And there are statistics that show that people who are doing email marketing effectively can attribute their income to about 90% of the income they earn coming from email marketing. So imagine what you're earning right now and basically double it. That's what you could be earning by turning on email marketing. This activation email, whether you are doing on email marketing at the moment or haven't done any at all yet, I would like you to put on your to-do list to tomorrow. Go and gather up all those email addresses you have in your Outlook, in your Gmail, in your phone, wherever it is you've got these contacts. Stick them all in a big Excel sheet. Upload them to Techmatics. Send out an email which is called the 9-word email. I call this the activation email. A very famous marketer called Jim Rohn came up with this concept. The 9-word email is proven to have one of the highest engagement response rates on email ever in terms of starting sales conversations. And it goes like this, and you might want to write this down if you've got pens and papers. Now it says, and I know you can't read it very much, but it says, hey, first name, are you still thinking about, and then whatever it is that you do or give people? So I help people create online courses or set up their business tech. So my example would be, hey, first name, are you still thinking about creating an online course? Question mark. Send. Now what happens is everyone who is thinking about that thing is going to reply and go, oh yeah, but I haven't got around to that actually. And you can reply back, your bot will, and say, do you want to book in a call? Do you want to buy my thing? Here's the page to jump in and have a look at my special offer I have available. This will get so many replies back. Now inside Techmatics, you can literally go up to a setting that says, send this every 90 days. So every 90 days, these people who haven't yet bought your services are going to just get this little check-in. It's not salesy. It's not too in your face. It's just, hey, are you still thinking about building that pool, about getting that insurance done? Are you still thinking about losing some weight? Are you still thinking about doing your Facebook ads? Whatever it might be. This is amazing. So many of us will buy things because when we've been thinking about it, and that opportunity or that offer pops up, we will buy from the person who kept reminding us about the thing because it's easier and convenient, and we are creatures of convenience. So this is going to get you loads more sales and loads more replies. All right, so another way for you to make more money, get more sales, and also save back and forward time is to create yourself some digital calendars. If you are still working on a system where people have to send you an email or phone you or text you and say, hey, can we catch up on a call? Can we have a chat about that thing? And then you've got a ping pong, can't do Tuesday, got to pick up the kids from school, can't do that day because I'm at the chamber event. It just goes on and on, right? You're wasting so much time. There should be a button on your website that says book a call, or on your contact page, there should be a calendar where I can go, pick a free 15-minute appointment, Sarah Cordner, here's my email, book at, when am I free? 2 o'clock on Tuesday. If you haven't got this in place, what are you doing? Get Techmatics, right? This is where, you see here, it's very much, anyone using Calendly or Acuity or anything like that? Yep. You can say goodbye to that expense because it's all inbuilt in Techmatics. You can have unlimited calendars for unlimited staff for unlimited appointment types. Woo! And they can be free or they can be paid. So if you were to go to my website, sarahcordner.com, and click on my contact page, you'll see an example of how I use this calendar to actually sell services and consulting. So people can book a free call for a chat, or they can book a paid 1-hour coaching session. But also on here, there's all of the other done with you services that people might like to book with me. We don't have to do that back and forward ping pong. They can go straight there, book the call, pay to book the call on the spot, and boom, we've automated, because behind the scenes, the system will then send the confirmation of the booking, send the reminder, send a reminder right before the call, send a text message 10 minutes before, here's the link, don't miss it. And we'll even follow up afterwards saying, I hope the call was amazing, would you like to leave a review? Automating your online reputation as well. The next thing you can do to automate your business is create a link page. Has anyone ever heard of a link page or link tree before? A few of you, yes? Who has one? So Linktree, guys, is a web page. And this can be a web page on your website, like any, or you can pay for a software, or you can use Techmatics. And it has a couple of Linktree templates when you get Techmatics that are already built for you in the system. What a Linktree does, as you can see, at the very top, it will have an option for people to email you, big pink button. It opens up the email. It's got a box to opt into your list. It's got your free stuff. It's got all of your social media channels. It's got your paid things, your courses, your services, your quote form, all of your links on one page. And if you are doing online marketing and content marketing because you came to one of Sarah's workshops, you will have on all of your social media bios a link to your Linktree. So this would be, for instance, in my case, sarahcordner.com/links, yourwebsite.com/links. You should have this link in every single one of your bios. Instagram bio, Linktree. Facebook bio, Linktree. Facebook page, bio, Linktree. Google My Business page, Linktree. On your footer of your email signatures, Linktree. On your LinkedIn bio, Linktree. This makes it so much easier for people to find you. One of the things that astounds me massively is when I see people online and they're out there, putting themselves out there, and I'm like, ooh, I wonder what they do. What do they sell? What stuff can I buy from them? And I cannot find any way whatsoever to find their website, their link, how do I, nothing. We make it so hard for people to buy from us. We're so immersed in our business that we think that everyone else is too. And it's not the case. We have to remember there are 7.9 billion people out there that really don't give a crap about us, and we have to make it easy for them to see us by constantly putting ourselves out there, putting our information out there, reminding people of what we do and how we can help them, and making it simple for them to purchase. And this, again, is another way to do that. The next thing we can do to automate our business, real simple. This will take you all of 30 seconds to a minute to set up because we've made a template for you, is an instant missed call text back. So if you're up on a roof because you're a tradie, or you're standing on a stage presenting, or you're dropping your kids off at school, whatever it is that you're busy doing, and you miss a call from a potential customer, what happens to that person? Unless you remember at 6 o'clock tonight after putting the kids to bed to call that person back, or you remember to call them back a few days later, you've lost business. Literally lost business. Painful. You can completely automate and never miss business again with this simple automation. So inside Techmatics, when you get your account, you'll have this automation pre-made for you, like everything else. And it has a trigger at the top here. I'm going to move over to this side, where the trigger is you've missed a call. Your phone has rung and you've missed it. Then it says slight delay. So we wait, you can choose how long you wait for. You can wait for 3 seconds or 3 minutes or 3 hours. You can choose the duration that you wait for so it doesn't look too automated. And then send an SMS. And you can choose what's written in there. You just click on this button and the little text box pops up here. And you can say, hi, first name. Sorry I missed you, up on a roof, fixing a chimney today. How can I help you? And then they'll reply, oh, I was just wondering if I can get a quote for that service. And then your bot takes over. Your bot's, oh, yeah, sure, no worries. Here's the quote form. Oh, what size pool did you want? Yeah, are you going for a salt pool or a magnesium pool? What kind of finish would you like on that? Did you want a full consult or a half consult? And this bot's going to have a chat and book them into your calendar, send them the forms. And guess what? It automatically creates them as a contact in your customer record management system. You wake up in the morning and the bot's got your business because you turned on your missed call text back. Yes, Does this excite anyone else as much as it does me? It's so exciting and it's fun. The other way you can automate your business is with social media scheduling. Anyone scheduling their social media posts? Yes, we do have some people in the room. Nice. If you want more sales, more people need to find you. If you want more business, you have to be more visible. And I know that many of you would rather go to the dentist than put yourself out there online. None of us love a troll, right? None of our favorite kinds of people are the trolls, and it's inevitable when we go out there. But we have to. This is business. If we're not there, no one knows we exist. No one can see us, no one can hear from us, and they certainly ain't gonna buy from us. So this is just one of those things that we gotta do. Now, of course, you don't have to do it yourself. You can obviously get VAs or virtual assistants to do all this kind of content marketing for you. But this is where you can put it on autopilot. One way that you can put your social media scheduling on autopilot is to log into Techmatics. And you'll see up here, you can connect all of your social media outlets. Facebook pages, Facebook groups, Instagram, Google Business, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, you name it. You can connect them all with one click. You just log into your account and it's connected. And then you go into your little schedule a post button up here and you write your post in and it will automatically distribute to all of those channels for you. And if you're really smart and you're really ahead of yourself, you can press schedule post, which is this button here, and choose the date and the time you want that post to go out on social media. If you've been to 2 of Sarah's classes, you'll have learned how to create your content in 30 seconds and make sure that you've got content scheduled for the entire year for a day's worth of work. Now, if you're really awesome and been to 3 of Sarah's workshops, you're gonna learn how to do RSS-based emails. So we're gonna get real techie now, all right? But stick with me. RSS feeds, what are these? Anyone heard of RSS feeds? What's an RSS feed? It's basically a live feed of anything you post on your blog or on YouTube. So if you have your RSS feed URL, which if you have a blog is usually yourdomain.com/feed. Usually, if it's for a blog, that's what your feed link is. For YouTube, I do have a formula for it. It's simply, it's like youtube.com/channel, and then you have your channel ID, and that's your YouTube feed. So what you can do with Techmatics is you take that URL and you simply stick it in here. Every time you publish a blog post or a YouTube video, it will automatically distribute it across all of your channels for you at the frequency that you set without you even having to log in here ever again. What? And of course, it gets sexier and sexier because now all your social media marketing is not only making you more visible, it's doing the sales for you, because when someone messages you on one of those platforms, your bot takes over. It just gets more exciting by the minute. Now, email automations. Having an email automation in place is going to change your bottom line dramatically. This is like having a 24-hour sales assistant working for you around the clock, 365 days of the year. What is it? You'll be pleased to know you set it up once. You write this sequence once, you turn it on once, and it works forever for anyone else who ever comes into your system. So I've got a visual up here, and if you could just press play again on that little video, I just want to explain what we've got here. What we have in an email automation is a trigger. This is what starts it. And then we have a series of actions. They get tagged, we move them to our sales pipeline, we grant them access to courses, we send them an email, wait 5 days, send an email, wait 5 days, send an email, wait 5 days, send an email, wait 5 days, oh, ask for a review. So what's in these emails? Now, I call this particular one a welcome email sequence. And what an welcome email sequence does is, I'm like sparkle-eyed Barbie whenever that happens. A welcome email sequence is a set of pre-written emails that in some way informs, educates, entertains, gives tips or advice around your area of expertise, around what your business does. And at the bottom of each of those emails, this is the really important part, you have all this really helpful stuff in here about your thing, about what you do. At the bottom of all of your emails, you're saying, P.S. first name, here are X ways that I can help you do that, or get that result, or have that thing. So you could list, book a call with me, paid consult, get a quote for my service, buy my online course, turn up to one of my workshops, come and order the new roof, whatever it is that you sell in your business. This here is how you do this visibility thing, your social media marketing, your link in your bio, your link page, then takes people to your opt-in. This is how they get on your email list, and this is how they start receiving emails from you that's giving them helpful things, keeping you top of mind, and selling for you on autopilot. It's an absolute game changer. It truly is passive income in quite its definition, in that you are not involved at all in the transactional process other than the initial writing of those 10 emails. So on your to-do list, I would encourage you guys over the next couple of weeks to come up with what are the top 10 tips that you could give in your topic. What are the top 10 most frequently asked questions that you get about your business or about your thing that you're an expert in? And if you're not sure, all you've got to do is go to ChatGPT. Everyone knows how to use that, right? Yeah, go to ChatGPT and literally type in this. What are the most common questions about, and then your thing? And it's literally going to give you them. And you can even go one step further and go, what are the 100 most common questions about my thing? And all you've got to do is write down the answer in an email, that helpful little tip, so you're top of mind, and the PS, here are all the ways that I can help you. This is an absolute game changer. Now, I've got here a suggestion of making it 10 tips, 11 tips in your email sequence, but you don't want to finish there, because in the olden days of like only 2 years ago, it actually averaged about 10 touch points for people to even recognize you existed, let alone buy from you. Within 10 touch points, i.e. 10 times seeing you on social media, 10 times seeing you at a workshop, 10 times seeing you in their email inbox, whatever those touch points are, they would be the highest chance of them converting into becoming a customer. Today, research has just come out post-COVID, it's now 22 touch points as the absolute minimum. However, it goes further than that, because in the online world, it is now taking, the lead time to buy is taking on average 9 to 18 months before people decide to buy from something or someone they've come across online. And I do this survey with my audience very often. I've got 280,000 students in my courses, and in every single workshop I do, I'm like, how many people didn't buy from me until after a year of knowing me? Half the room puts their hand up. And it used to be, I saw one ad or one post and I'm like, I'm in, but people just have a much longer lead time now. So the bigger this sequence is, the better, because the longer it's going to go for. Now, those people who've sat back waiting for 18 months to 2 years before they join my Legends Lab coaching program, before they pay for my course creation services, would not have even remembered I existed and picked me if I hadn't continued to stay in touch, if I hadn't continued to stay present on social media, albeit through scheduling, right? So what I do now is every time I write a blog post or a social media post or create a video or any piece of content whatsoever, I simply add it to the bottom of the sequence every time I create one. So all you do is you press this add button, you press add, and then you just add another email, pop in the content, wait 5 days. You've created another email next week. You press add another email. Now, over the 8 years or so that I've been really seriously doing this, I now have enough content in my welcome sequence to nurture you for 5.5 years. I could literally go on holiday tomorrow and you guys would be continued to be marketed to and sold to for 5 years. This is one of the reasons why my business has a high valuation, because it's all about sustainability of its operations outside of the operator. So if you haven't got an email list, which is one of the things that massively increases the value of your business, it's an asset that is a really expensive thing to buy. And more often than not, the list that you have is actually worth more than the entire business itself and even any equipment you have. Equipment and stuff is an expense and a liability. An email list is an asset that people pay millions of dollars a year to try to acquire. Build your list and communicate with them. People always say to me, but I'm so scared if I email them, they'll unsubscribe, right? So it's like having mates that you're not talking to if you're not talking to your email list, right? So you might as well, some people are going to leave the room and think, my God, she speaks too fast, I can't handle her, and off they go. I'm never coming back to see Sarah again. Others are going to go, I quite like this chick. I'm sticking around, right? They're going to become you, they get to know you. I was just saying there, beautiful friend over here. We've known each other online forever. And we still feel like we know each other. First time we've met in real life after years of being friends on the internet, right? How cool is that? And this is what happens because of this. I put out one post saying, hey guys, I'm going to be at an event in Brisbane. Ta-da, I'm coming, finally. Yeah, it's real life stuff, so very powerful. Okay, so just like you can do RSS social media posting, you can also do RSS emailing. What? In your email builder on Techmatics, when you go into create an email, here's all your little drag and drop builder over here. So if you want to make a pretty email, you just grab the video, drag, drop, and you've got your video from YouTube in there. If you want to put your shopping cart or your checkout, you go drag and drop, and you put a little checkout in there. Or you can grab the RSS button, you pull your RSS button over and drop it. You have this funny little bit of code here, which you don't need to do anything with, you just leave it. And of course, when you press send, it will say, what's the RSS feed URL? yourdomain.com/feed, or your YouTube RSS URL. And you then say, send this email every whatever frequency you want. Every day, every week, every month, whatever you choose is right for your business. And you press set and forget. You go off and have a pina colada. And this is going to send out whenever you publish a blog or whenever you publish a YouTube video, it's going to send it to your entire list and say, here's our latest content. You don't need to do anything else. It will pull over the title of that video or blog, it will pull over the description, and it will pull over the thumbnail of that image for the blog or the video as well. How much of yours or your assistant's time is that going to save? Real. That alone is going to save you so much time and money. Okay, the next thing, anyone selling stuff online at all, whether it's calls, courses, services, merchandise, products of any kind, there is an abandonment checkout rate of about 86%. This means if any of you have ever bought something online, have any of you gone to buy something and you've got to the checkout and you've gone, that bill's coming out tomorrow, I can't. And you just leave, you just abandon the cart and walk away. Yeah, or you're sitting there thinking, oh, lovely, I'm going to buy this, how very exciting, and then the cat's on fire. And you're like, phone down, off you go. So that abandoned cart situation is happening globally at a rate of 86%. So we're losing 86% of our customers from people abandoning cart for whatever reason. Guilt trip, not right now, got interrupted. If you have what's called an abandoned cart follow-up sequence, you're going to be recovering, data shows, at least 50% of your lost sales. Can you imagine doubling your sales? 50% more sales just by having this in place. Because of course, we've done it for you. Inside Techmatics, this abandoned cart follow-up sequence is a pre-made template. And you just say the trigger is someone's abandoned the cart. Then what happens? We add a tag to say this person's abandoned the cart. So they've got a label on them inside your dashboard. And then you send them an SMS. Oopsie, did you forget your order? Click here to come back. And then we could say wait a while. So you could even put an add step in here to say add, wait for 1 day. Now send a voicemail. So what you do is you get your phone out once, you only do this once, and you just say, hey, it's Sarah here from Techmatics. I noticed that you were looking to create an account, but looks like it didn't go through. Hope everything's okay. If you've got any questions, please text back and let me know. I'm here to help you. Otherwise, I'll just drop the link below if you did want to go back and finish your order. You upload that voice message into that little box there once, so you don't say a name. And now, after we've waited a day, it's going to send them that voice message in a text. And then you can go wait for another day, and you could send them a discount coupon. Hey, first name, I noticed 3 days ago that you were looking at buying this thing, but you didn't. Here's a 20% off discount coupon if you buy within the next 3 days. Boom. You could, with this, recover almost up to 100% of your lost sales. What? And when people come to me and say they're not making enough money, I'm like, there's so many holes in the bucket that as soon as you fill those, you could be doubling, tripling, or even quadrupling your business within the next couple of months using some of these techniques. I don't know whose mind's blown already. Now, the other way that you can get seen more, sell more, regardless of what industry you're in, what your business does, webinars is a big one, or mini courses, or mini tutorial videos. Now, I don't care if you're like, webinars aren't gonna work for me, Sarah, I sell lawn mowers. I'd be like, great. Some of the biggest channels on YouTube are gardening channels. I want to see you on YouTube mowing the lawn with your lawnmower, showing us how to care for our garden with your products, right? It doesn't matter what your industry is. If you're doing professional services, counseling, you could be doing webinars on mindset, on overcoming trauma, eating disorders. If you're selling, I don't know, what else? Who does what here? Insurance? Yeah, you're selling insurance. I'd be doing short webinars on how you can save money on your insurance, what insurance you must have, 3 ways to make sure that you don't go to prison by getting the right insurance. There's all these different webinars that you could be doing, right? This educational selling, or what I call edu marketing, is a massively powerful way to stand out against your competition. Everyone else who's just out there with their billboards or their ads in the paper or the occasional very sterile pump going out on Facebook, if you're out there educating and helping people, looking like the good guy in your field, helping people feel like they have power and knowledge, it's you they're going to pick when they want to buy that thing every single time. Edu marketing is one of the most powerful marketing methods that you could possibly be using in your business. And the great thing about this as well is it doesn't need to be hard and techy. A lot of people are like, okay, that's all well and good, Sarah, but do you know I need to pay a marketing team for this? You don't. All you got to do is pick up your phone and answer those questions. Remember those ones we used for our emails? You're going to get exactly the same questions, and you're going to answer them on your phone. Record them on every single one of you have one in your pocket, so I don't want any excuses of I don't have the tech. You have one in your pocket. You have a full studio in your hand right now. That's enough. Those of you who have a desktop or a computer have an even bigger studio right there. It's called Zoom, and it's free. So all you need to do is literally go into your Zoom account, create a free appointment with yourself, record it if you're terrified of going live, okay, because you can edit any mistakes you make out afterwards with free software, and then you simply upload it into your Techmatics courses area, which gives you a little link. What do you do with that link? Stick it in your link tree, share it on social media, pop it on your social media scheduler, and let people come and watch that webinar whenever they want. Of course, if you're really good, you're going to be sticking that all over YouTube, all over your socials, and repeatedly pumping that out all the time so that people can see all of your amazing expertise. And you can sell these too. If you don't want to do them for free, you want to actually make money from your advice and guidance, then you stick a price tag on it, and people can come along and buy your courses. Now, even if you've got yourself a tiny little $47 course and you've got 1,000 people in there, that's a good $5,000 a month coming in. If it's a membership, that's a pretty nice little drop on the bottom line for you not having to do anything other than film something once. Passive income. And I know it's a bit of a cliche term, but if you've got this tech set up, it's precisely what it is, as gross as it sounds. It's like real marketing. So I was talking about passive income, get me a sick bucket. But it works. It is. Now, I said I was going to give you 10 tips, but I'm giving you another one because I like to over-deliver your tasks and your project management. Now, I don't care whether you are a one-person business or you have a multinational team. There is stuff that you do in your business every day, every week, every month, every quarter, every year that repeats over and over again. And if you are using proper task management, you are going to be a lot more efficient. There will be things that don't fall through the cracks. And if you are lucky enough to have virtual assistants or a team of any kind, you're going to be able to get tech to manage them for you so that you're not constantly going, hey, Cheryl, have you done the thing? Hey, Cheryl, what's going on with that project? Has that client been sent the quote yet? How many people waste time having to chase up this stuff all the time? It's hard. This is where inside Techmatics, you have a task and project management section. It replaces ClickUp, Trello, Monday, if you've seen any of those at all. You can create unlimited boards, unlimited columns, unlimited task types. You see here, this is my actual team's task management board for Techmatics. Daily tasks, weekly tasks, monthly tasks, right? It goes on. We've got SOPs here, standard operating procedures, all go here. And the team inside each of these, when you click on it, you see here we've got some little bubbles. They're little people's, they're staff members there. That shows you can allocate to individual staff members, set the repeating frequency of the task. The task goes on their dashboard, so when the members log in, they can see all their tasks due for the day. You can even have time logs on it. So if you've got virtual assistants working for you, locally or overseas, when they go to that task, they simply start time. When they finish that task, they end time. So it's going to help with your time tracking. It's also going to help you work out where all the expenses in your business are actually going in terms of staff. What is it that they're doing that's taking up all the time? Behind the scenes, you can automate this further in your automated workflows up here. So if, for instance, I fill in that quote form that the bot of yours has sent me, you can set up behind the scenes for when Sarah or when a person fills in the quote form, then, remember that automation sequence we saw? You press the add button, then send this member of staff an email notification. This person's filled in the quote form. Please do whatever comes next. You can automate the whole project management, the onboarding of that client, the checking in with your staff. Hey, first name, hey, staff member, it's been 3 days since someone bought this project or started this service or got this quote. Please follow up with them. And that is how your system can manage for you. Okay, that takes me to the end of this presentation. I hope you found that really helpful. So I do have a special offer. Now, all of those things we talked about, if you were going to save 1,820 hours a year in your business, if you were going to get rid of all of your other subscriptions, this platform literally replaces your websites, your funnels, your email marketing, your social media scheduler, your Google business profiles. It replaces your sales management, your customer journey, your AI bots, absolutely everything. And no, it's not $10 million. It's $97 to literally save you all this time and potentially make you all this money. So if you guys do want to give it a free trial just to test it out, you're very welcome to. Scan the QR code that's coming around. We're going to do a special offer for you. So if you say that you were at the Chamber event with me, when you sign up, you're going to get a free 60-minute onboarding call with one of our tech experts who's going to set your whole account up for you. Connect all your social medias, connect your payment gateways, connect your domains so no one even knows you're using Techmatics, connect your emails for you and get it all up and running. We're also going to throw in setting up your bot for you and setting up some of your automations as well, free of charge. Most other marketing agencies would charge you well in excess of $10,000 to $20,000 for this service. Any questions?
Can you have multiple domains?
You can connect multiple domains to one Techmatics account, yes, unlimited domains. And each of those domains you connect can have unlimited websites, funnels, opt-ins, forms attached to them with that domain connected. Yes.
So question,
That's pretty cool.
if you say update the videos, or
You simply log in and just delete the old video and I'll add the new one instead. So Techmatics hosts all your videos as well. So you also don't need external hosting software. You don't need Wistia, Vimeo, or any of those. You can get rid of all of those subscriptions. You can host unlimited courses, have unlimited contacts and unlimited staff members in your account. So unlike your MailChimps, your Active Campaigns and all of those other platforms that charge you more and more as your list grows, we don't do that. We do not increase your monthly fee based on you growing your list. You have millions of contacts and that monthly fee will stay the same. With your courses, unlimited courses in there as well, all the hosting included. Is it WordPress?
Yeah.
Excellent. So if you already have a WordPress website, we have a free plugin that connects your WordPress site to your Techmatics account and it will follow your customers around inside their client record. So if I'm one of your customers in your system, you basically click on my name and inside my activity column, it will show every single one of the web pages I've visited, every single one of the blog pages I've visited, everything I've clicked on, done, every piece of communication. So because your emails and your SMSs and your social media messenger boxes all come into that one platform, it doesn't matter which one of your staff or which one of those channels the communication is going to between you and that client, it all stays in that client record in historical order.
so affiliate marketing, or you use the word
An affiliate marketing program as well. So if you want other people to sell your stuff for you and you just give them a commission, you can also set up an affiliate program inside your Techmatics account as well. So you can get rid of that expense too.
Does it have an order management process as well? For example, there's different stages.
Have sales pipelines in there as well. So you can create unlimited sales pipelines.
But more like if they do place an order,
Yeah.
then it would go, okay, at this point we're preparing it.
Yeah.
So it sends an email. The next stage is
Packing.
we're packing it.
Then it's shipping it. Yeah, absolutely. So using your automations and what's called your customer journey, every time a certain action is taken, you can tell the automation to move them to the next stage of the pipeline, which will then trigger off other emails, other notifications, or other actions. So they're all like each kind of product or service has its own automation or stage. Yeah. Yes.
And there's unlimited users.
Unlimited users, yeah. So each of your staff, assistants, helpers, anything you have, you can upload them all as staff in the back end of your account, and you can also change the permissions they have. So if you only want them to see social media scheduler, you can change it so they only see that. And then there's about 25 different customizations of the permissions that they can see for your staff members. We also have a mobile app, so you download the Techmatics mobile app on the app stores, and you can manage your whole business from your phone. If you're running courses, there's also a customizable mobile app for you, for your business. So you can brand your own app so that your students, your customers, if you're running communities of any kind, there's a full community feature. They can see any of their products, and they can communicate with anyone else that's in that community from the app that's in your branding as well. We have 54 people on our help desk who are everywhere. So we've got 24-hour free support services on a live chat, real people. You can get on Zoom calls with our team whenever you want as well. There's lots of training available. Our YouTube channel's full, and I run a live toolbox every week to take you through demos and answer questions as well.
You still have the service of people can set up their website through...
Yes, so we do have hosting as well. Yep, so if you didn't want to use external hosting and you wanted us to set your websites up for you on Techmatics, that's also additional services that we can add on. So they are add-on services that you pay for, but you can also use our tech team as your own tech VAs. So you can hire our tech team to do anything for you. So if you're like, build that website, create that funnel, make that automation, see those 10 things that Sarah has on her slides, do all that for me. You can hire them whenever you like as you need them to do techie things on your behalf. So we don't have a plugin at the moment for any of the others other than WordPress, but you don't need a plugin because, again, you would just have your email opt-in form embedded from Techmatics, embedded into your Wix or Square or whatever you're using. And again, just any website you're using can have a hyperlink or a redirection or a button that just hyperlinks to your product on your Techmatics checkout. So it doesn't matter what platform you're using. If you don't want to move your website, you still can absolutely completely sync it with your Techmatics account without having to do any other work.
Yeah. And I'm just an occupational therapist that does online courses. I do all mine myself. So build my website, all my automations, for myself.
Oh, I love
that saves me from all the really tech stuff, which is one of the support people in the Philippines.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're loving it. It's been so good.
All right, so if we can have a round of applause for Sarah.
Yay!